In Jhonen Vasquez, he is confronted by his greatest fan. I was wondering if that was inspired by someone in real life.
No, not anyone in particular. No, but there's a lot of that stuff sort of pops back into the books. It's fun to just sort of take this. It's very surreal, you know. It's very surreal to have people not just like what you do, but then to sort of personify you as something more than just a guy that just draws shit. It's just a person that is like, you know, living and breathing like everyone else. It gets creepy. But it's also funny to make fun of, you know. Because I was never like that. You know, I'm a big fan of things from growing up, but I've never really given a shit about the people. Like, I wouldn't be here sitting with you guys. He's the guy that does that thing. Although, no, you know what? I sat through a panel, a Blade Runner panel, because it was cool. All the guys were just joking and stuff, but all the women, like Sean Young and stuff, they're all very serious and actressy, and boring as hell, you know? And then Jane Hong is up there going, you know, that I just did just now. But in terms of like the crazy fan stuff, yeah, that just the idea of having an audience at all is a bit unreal feeling, and it never, you just never get used to it. It's just best not to focus on it, not to think about the audience when you're working, unless that becomes part of the work. Look, I feel sick, the idea of your work starting to tell you what to do, you know? Creating something that suddenly takes over and thinks it should determine what it is that you do next. You know, like in my case, I would just be doing Johnny or Zen for the rest of my life if I listened to people, you know? And I would be in hell. And I'd be trying to figure out a way to kill everyone that was making me do it. You know? But yeah, it is influenced. It does influence the work. It's just it's not any one person. I don't think I've ever written about a specific person, because I never found one specific person amazing enough to devote that much time to. Except for the Luigi hat. It's just the best. You're going to have to come through. This is a little uncomfortable for me, so I feel a lot better if you're a puffy Luigi next to me. Just,
What can we expect from the next animated series, if there's one in the making?
Lots of child pornography. No, seriously, lots of child pornography. Honestly, I go around with a couple of things. I get contacted by people asking for ideas again, just like the Nickelodeon thing. But it's difficult because people come to me thinking that I'm the guy that does shows for kids. So I go and have these meetings, and I'm talking about things that aren't exactly suitable for kids. But most of the ideas that I have are generally in the same kind of vein as it's another science fiction thing. I can't tell you if it'll ever happen. It came close until they sort of wanted to make it more child-friendly. And that was also like walk away. I said, thank you, but no, I'm probably going to be a hobo on the streets because I'm passing up opportunities like that. But I'd rather be working on something that I gave a shit about, you know, that makes more sense for the kind of stuff that I want to do. But generally, science fiction, comedy sort of stuff, just, you know, in that same vein, sort of the Hitchhiker's Guide sort of stuff, which I really don't know where that would fly. I don't know where that would be suitable. I mean, even Sci-Fi Channel isn't Sci-Fi Channel, you know, anymore, or 50 or whatever.
Named after a venereal disease.
Oh, my slow dog on race.
Have you thought about doing any live action stuff?
No! No, I didn't hear you. Okay.
Have you ever thought about doing any live action? Like you did a music video for Mind the Self-Indulgence, but have you ever thought about making short films or features?
Yeah, I would love to do short films and features. It's just, you know, it's difficult getting, especially when you come from something that you're trying to prove that you're capable of doing that, and all they see is your comic books and your cartoon, you know, your animated work. So, but yeah, that's part of the plan. Most of the stuff that I've been working on, again, is back in animation, but nothing sort of live action at the moment. I mean, I had some stuff that popped up, but things just come and go. Things just sort of, the ground falls out from beneath you, and no luck yet, but I will keep you updated.
Have you considered doing a video game?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. That's my love, That's my big thing. I mean, right now I'm doing I'm just doing some promotional work for a game that's coming up. That is, it's a quick job that I was like, hell yeah, I love that. The sequel is something that I was a huge fan of. In terms of actually making stuff, I'm in the very early stages of dealing with people about talking about possibly doing maybe things. But that's the kind of thing that you probably won't hear any results from for who knows when, if ever. It's just how this stuff works. It's just so dicey. And I tend to have a curse where anytime people approach me from video game companies saying, we want to do a game with you, I'm like, okay, and then they just explode. They just die, they get fired. The whole team just gets fired. So now I warn people when they come to me. I'm like, before you even begin talking to me about doing a game, you have to know that you might vanish off the face of the earth. Like that Twilight Zone episode where the guys come back from space and they just keep it. And that's what happens to them. And it's funny.
Anyone else got a question? Because I've got a question for Jhonen. I'll ask it because I've got the mic. Jhonen, design your ultimate video game. If those people weren't disappearing off the face of the planet, you could collaborate with anyone to make anything.
It's all very vague. I know that there would probably be just a shitload of Luigis.
Luigi, shitload of Luigi.
Luigi's Dust Game.
Did you ever think you'd be at a place right now when someone buys a picture of you in an airplane for several $100s?
That's dumb. I just kept wanting to, I was like looking at them going, no. And then it just got higher and higher, and I was like, yeah, more than that. No, I didn't. I still don't. I'm still surprised when stuff like that happens, Like, honestly, I go from, and it's always been like this, I go from, just days where I don't even open my mouth except to eat, or I don't speak to people. I stay in my house, and I just work, and I play lots of video games, and I dream up the Luigi game. And then I come to something like this, and someone is just a whole bunch of people that I'll never know. It's surreal. It's basically like 0 to like 100 to in a day, where this just isn't real. This is my life. So I don't consider people buying my stuff like that. It's cool when they do. It's incredibly flattering when they do, but it's never going to be. It's never not going to be strange to me. I didn't start off thinking I'm going to be a huge star or anything like that. It's just cool that people like what we do, and the flies especially. I just imagine I'm crawling with flies. This is really unsettling. Any of those little fans that they keep pigeons off, off the billboard. But it's weird, all right?
Any more questions to venture into the weirdness?
Put flies in a video game.
Yeah.